Our 19-person newsroom has over 300 years of journalistic experience, most of it coming right here. What makes up a newsroom? Well, we're sports writers, columnists, reporters, editors, page designers, videographers, photographers, social media experts. Pretty much any way you want to receive your news, we're going to ship it to you. Connect with us to get your news your way today.
Timeout!
What up, world? I'm Tom. It's timeout. Let's get started right away. Conference basketball is this week, which means we are getting really close to district basketball, which means teams are doing a lot of shuffling right now to try and get in line in the PowerPoint standings to get in better position. We're going to talk a little bit about that after we talk about a couple teams that positioned themselves well last week. First of all, O'Neill, the Eagles improved to 15-0 on the year, defeating West Holt for the second time. Earlier this year, they beat them 60-43 at the Stanton Holiday Tournament. Last Thursday night, a 10-point win over the Huskies. Justin Appleby, 27 points for O'Neill. He started heating up in the third quarter, scored all but two of his team's points in that quarter. Alex Tramer, though, kind of finished it off. 17 points, 16 rebounds. They went inside hard to Tramer in the fourth quarter to finish off the victory, improved to 15-0, as I said. West Holt, they kind of were hindered by their lack of size. They have Cooper Jelinek at 6'4" in the lineup coming in now, but aside from that, a bunch of quick 6-footers. What West Holt does have is a lot of team chemistry, and being in Class D1 this year at 13-2 now with only 2 losses to O'Neill, they're going to do a lot of damage in the postseason. Another team that did some good stuff for itself last week, North Bend Central. The Tigers drove to Cumming County from Dodge County in a bus and went to Wisner-Pilger, played basketball against the Gators, and they came out of there also with a 10-point win against Wisner-Pilger, 60-50. Tanner Whitfeld for North Bend Central had 23 points in the game as the Tigers improved to 14-2. For the Gators, they're now 13-5 on the year. Hunter Waterman led the way. He had 22 points. Wisner-Pilger is going to be in a logjam when we get to district play. In their district, the Class C2 district, 8 of the 10 teams are above 500. One of those teams, Lutheran High Northeast, the Eagles are 11th in the current standings. They're going to have to keep winning, which they could do. All 5 of their remaining opponents are above 500. Win those games, you're going to be in good shape, Lutheran High, but they'd still have to pass BRLD, the top team in the wild card standings in the C2 district. Let's move to Class C1 quickly and look at one district that could be mixed up by Boone Central, Newman Grove. O'Neill and Winnebago, yeah, they're in the same district. We haven't talked about that at all. One of those teams is going to get to state with a win. One is likely going to get a wild card. Boone Central, Newman Grove could change things up. North Bend Central, I mentioned them. They're 7th in the C1 wild card standings in the East Husker Conference Tournament with Logan V. Scribner Snyder. 8th in the standings. Those teams could pick up a lot of ground because all 8 remaining teams in the East Husker are above 500. Walt Hill in Class D1, here's a 3-loss team, a very talented team, has only lost to upper tier Class C competition, but the Blue Jays are 17th in the wild card standings. So they just got to win. Just got to win, and that's what it comes down to. And that's what teams are going to start to do as you notice it watching basketball, a little more chemistry, a little more intensity, a little more excitement in the crowd. And that's how it's going to be from here on out. So join us next week as we round up some conference tournament action and finally get our first highlights of Osmond on the air, because we're going to get to see him play. Until next week, I'm Tom. This is Time Out.